Hello and welcome to the second take of the weekly insight on today being Tuesday, 22nd of August. I managed to click on loads of things, I got it all wrong. I always do these pretty much live. It's only if I really screw it up that I record it. My aim is just to get some information out, keep a journal of what I'm up to, and hopefully add some value to somebody watching this. Michelle, thank you very much for the thumbs up the other day. Appreciate that. So just a bit about the weekend. Yeah, obviously it's Tuesday today. I was away in Salzburg in Austria with my buddies for a stag do. We had a good old laugh up there. Really beautiful place. Obviously we had lots of booze and food and stuff, mainly booze, and did that typical British thing, which probably isn't great, to be honest. But yeah, we had a good time. Not sure anyone else did. Not sure anyone appreciated the fact that I was showing everybody that I was listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger's book at the moment, because I'm really enjoying that and I'm a big fan of him. Anyway, that was that. Then we went to across to Munich, did some more drinking. Oh yeah, we also had a cable car as well. We went up these massive cable cars, looked around the Alps before getting the ICE into Munich. Yeah, so it was all good, all really good stuff. But anyway, I don't want to drag you off on that too much. Just thought it was worth putting in there. As you probably know, I'm trying to travel lots as part of my goal list, which is up here, so that's kind of a part of it. But anyway, whilst I was away, I had a nice trade that closed, which I made about 0.8, 0.9% on. That was a support and resistance trade that had been running since June, so that was actually quite nice to get that closed out. And the concept of kind of, depends on where you sit, but the concept of kind of having money close out and sorry, I got an ants in my pants, I'm all fidgety. Getting trades close out when you're kind of away, I quite like that. It's just a machine, your habit that I've got to keep going. And in general, things have been a little bit better trading wise. I haven't got any reports to show yet. As I say, I've changed from doing the weekly reports, so I just do monthly ones now. Not because I don't think there's value in the weeklies, just more that I think for the way that I trade, it's just taking me too much time each week to do it. So when all my June trades close out, I've only got one open, I'll get onto that and do a report and a little bit of analysis on that. I have to set myself a couple of hours for that. What have I got here? June one. Yeah, so I've got one left from June. I actually now have everything closed from July. So in theory, I could do the report for July now, which I'm not going to do now. I'm just a bit busy this week because I'm off to France on Friday, which incidentally means there won't be one of these next week. So my journal will be just life and memories. What else can we talk about? I've done my usual page here just to remind me. So what have I got open? I've got Aussie D. Let's have a look at these. Aussie D New Zealand. So I've started doing a fair bit of trades which are going with the trend. It's a new strategy that my lot are all trying out. So let's have a little look at that. So let's get daily up here and look at one that I've got running. So what did I say? Aussie New Zealand. So I've already got long here. You can see it's really nice trending market. These nice lines fanning out there. It is starting to show some form of kind of resistance around this level, but that's still a strong trend. The bet is it's going to go up. So I had two positions opened on this. I've only got £2.70 stop loss now, and the other one's already closed out. So that trade is going to make money whatever now. So the other trade would have closed out for probably about 10 quid, 0.1% or something. Obviously, I've got this written down somewhere, but I don't want to spend all our lives talking about stuff that might bore you. So what the hell was I saying? Yeah, so that's now unprofitable. I refer to it as risk-free, and we've got that trailing away. So I hope that one continues. What else have I got? Sorry, over here again, Euro GBP, which would be another nice trending market, because that's what they are. So I mean, look at that. That's beautiful when it comes to trending. I do like these fans. This is exactly how I used to trade a couple of years ago, actually. And then we joined another crew, and they did it slightly differently, so I got stuck into that. But this is really kind of like trend continuation. I feel kind of quite comfortable with it at the moment. Anyway, so we've got two positions on here. They're doing all right, just ticking along. One will close out if we get to there. But yeah, you've got to say that's a nice trending market there. So that's that one. Euro GBP, CAD, JAPY, let's have a look. Yeah, now, so this was an support and resistance trade on, I do hope I just haven't, I can't see the camera on my screen without looking over here, so I do hope I didn't just show you nothing in the charts, but I think you get the idea. You know, we've got these trends going on. Now, this was a short, you know, off of these highs here. You can see this area here, this area here, this area here. I'm just trying to play it down to here. Now, I'm leaving it. I've actually had one position already close out on here because I had one that was trailing. So I got about £8 out of that, and I've now got a stop loss of 11. So I'm not far off breaking even on this. You know, in any scenario, you know, 0.03 is not really going to hurt the bank, is it? So that's that. But yeah, we'll see if we get back down here again. The market's kind of churning, pulling back here, but you can see it did this a couple of times, you know, a bit before here. So we see if that carries on. What else? Yeah, so basically I don't have a lot of risk, and I've got USD Swissy, which is a trade I don't really like, to be honest. I had it open for ages. It's a support and resistance trade, but I decided to move it to break even. It may well pull down and stop me out. But to be honest, I don't really love the trade. So, you know, it's there. There's no risk. See if it will get there to make me 0.17. So that's that really. That's the one that's been open till June. If anyone of you watches these videos, you will probably be bored of me talking about that by now. Yeah, obviously, as I'm saying this, should I be moving stops and support resistance trades? Is in theory breaking the strategy, but I never mind actually removing risk. You know, you can't really argue that it's a bad thing. Obviously, in the minute of saying that, I am arguing with it. But yeah, that's what's happening. So as far as things that are coming up, so the reversals stuff, I haven't seen too much. When I say reversals, I'm talking about you know, trying to get on the other side of the trend, which is one of the core ways that my lot go about things. But I haven't seen much about, and the markets feel a bit kind of chewy at the moment. And what I'm wondering is, whenever I've had a bit of a break, as in I was away from Thursday to Monday, I kind of start asking myself, well, is it me or is it the markets? I did see, what did I say it was? USD CAD. I did see a trade of interest. I'm not going to take it though, but it was just one of, yeah, see, it's not even a textbook one. So I'm looking over here on the weekly as well. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a sell here, but it's not in the right place for the way that we go about things. You know, here would be much nicer, as you can see, but it is, you know, would be getting back in on a big trend that you'd see on the weekly chart. Like that. Incidentally, whilst I'm talking about this, all these, I just noticed I've got the Ichi on here, to be the Ichimoku as well as things. To be honest, I don't really even see these things anymore. They're just kind of in the back of my head. But yeah, I'm looking for specific things depending on what strategy I'm trading. So yeah, I don't really notice these things. The only reason I flicked when I flicked the chart up was, you know, I've got a profile that's stored, and I was trying to just, you know, get that to show me what these signals are on the MACD. But anyway, that was that. Oh yeah, gold. I thought gold looked a bit interesting. I don't know if anyone follows gold. You can't type gold into there. AU, what was it? G, silver. Why not I just go there? It's always at the bottom. There we go. Yeah, so I thought gold looked at a very kind of interesting level here. Don't even know what that level is, but it's kind of found some support there. Obviously, it is trying to, currently it's rallying, but it's starting to get rejected a little bit. So you've kind of got that going on, haven't you? But as you can see here, you know, it did manage to get round. Sorry, I've done it again with the video. No, you can just about see that. So that's kind of gold. You could argue that'll come off and maybe get down to 1225. Oops, what else have I got in here? Silver. I always like to have a little look at silver. Silver's a bit of a different story because it looks like it could be breaking out. So if you, it's not actually that easy doing this at speed. Obviously, I have been through the charts already. Maybe I'll do them live one day so that I don't I do it on the fly. The problem is then it's going to take even longer, and I've already had 10 minutes of your time. So you know, if you were to draw a channel on here, it's not, you know, it's not a parallel channel, but, you know, wedge, whatever you want to call it. You can see that this kind of broke out, pulled right back down, and I have just drawn that on there to this level. In fact, it's almost to the damn thing. They're exactly to the level, isn't it? But it's still fannying, and I don't have that as a strategy that I've tested. You know, I just basically am trading specific things, and whilst I've read that about this kind of way of trading a million times, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just doing my thing at the moment. Can't remember if I've mentioned this before, but I'm just pretty time poor at the moment. Maybe I mention it every time. A bit time poor at the moment, so otherwise I would be fully testing on my channel. I must have said this. I told someone, it's probably you guys, because it's my main channel, except for Virgil, obviously. What a ledge. Right, what else? Just keep this quick. So yeah, these are just trends which I'm looking out for at the moment. So we've already looked at GBP USD. So as I was saying, that's not trending very well. So I don't know why I've written that down. Yeah. No comment. There must be another reason for that. What is it? What's the reason going to be? Is it this? No, okay. Well, don't ignore all of that then. Ignore everything I say, really. Euro GBP, that was what I was thinking of. But I have written it down anyway. So yeah, look at that. Lovely kind of keep on going kind of trend. Just switching over quickly. Yeah, and then some of these other ones have nice trends as well, which I'm just going to keep an eye on. Now, to be honest with you, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place today, aren't I? Euro GBP, please. I don't quite know what I've done here. Euro GBP. Yeah, so I love that. Trend. Right the way back to, so if you bought it down here in like May, I would be a better off trader than I am now. Anyway, hindsight is a beautiful thing. So there's a few out there. Now, if you look, there's actually a lot of paralleling. I don't know what, there must be a reason I wrote down USD, but sorry, GBP, USD, but you've got GBP, and they're all kind of trend. You know, this is just showing you the kind of correlations. So, you know, obviously you're not going to take all of those. There's quite a lot of things short the Jappy as well are kind of showing up. So obviously you're not going to go, you know, relate to that. So I've already got a GBP trade on. I've already got a Jappy trade. Unless it was going the other way, I don't really see much point in forcing myself into it. So yeah, just that's it really. What else can I tell you about? Not a lot. I can tell you about the fact that we've got news events coming up. We've already had Euro today. Yeah, we've always got fun stuff coming out of Europe, and we have got Yellen having a good old chinwag, and UCS, more Euro stuff on Friday. So Friday could definitely be a bit bumpy, maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm actually in a good position at the moment because all my trade, I haven't really got any risk on the table. As I said earlier, it's only a little amount of risk, and I'm not really planning on putting anything else on. So the only one is this 0.14 here, and I'm about, what am I about? I am about, I can't operate computers anymore. It says I'm 127 pips from that trade closing out, which is a complete lie. This isn't interesting, I'm sorry. I've got 17 pips before that closes out. So all I was trying to do over here is I'm just trying to click on this limit and see how many pips I've got before my target gets hit, which is 17.6. So what is that? If that gets to 70 pips, I'll have no risk across the board. So it may or may not get there. We will see. Anyway, that's it from me. As I say, I'm off to France next week. Hope your trading's going well. Yeah, I would imagine that if I'm doing a bit better, then maybe some of you guys are as well. But I'm going to leave you there, leave you in peace. Be happy, live life, and where's the button? Live the dream.